to other airplane news. Emirates is hiring. The Dubai airline has 3,500 new jobs to fill. Have you ever dreamed of working for Emirates?
Oh, yes. The perks.
Oh, the perks. Are you looking to switch careers perhaps after, COVID? Maybe you're rethinking it. Emirates is ramping up operations in Dubai, and to support this, they need 3,000 cabin crew, and they also need 500 airport service employees to join its Dubai hub. That means you'll be living in Dubai over the next 6 months. So if you're interested, these roles are Dubai-based positions, and both jobs offer exciting opportunities for friendly, energetic, and service-oriented people. Is that you? Is it really you? To meet and interact with the world as Emirates brand ambassadors, you can join Emirates as cabin crew or as an airport services agent. The airline industry has obviously, as we know, been massively hit throughout COVID, one of the hardest hit industries in the world. So it's now amazing, it really is, to hear that Emirates, the airline, currently flies to over 120 cities, which means that they're back up and running to 90% of its pre-pandemic network. Now, when we posted this news on Thursday, a lot of people said, what about everyone that was let go? Because there were a lot of people let go. Now, what they've said to that is they have been recalling pilots, they've been recalling cabin crew and other operation employees who were stood down when the pandemic forced a drastic reduction in flights last year. So they're recalling those people, and they have 3,500 new jobs to fill, which is just great news. So excited. So excited. We're back, guys, we're back.
But you know what? I can totally confirm on the fact that they are calling back employees that were previously let go of, because my friend's dad, who was let go of during COVID, he got a call back from Donata saying, like, this position is back up. If you would want to reapply, if you want us to consider, please do let us know, and you would be, like, first priority basis.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So that is great news that they have, like, okay, like, just remember their employees.
100%, because obviously they're not going to say your job is here, because everyone who was stood down potentially got a new job, or they've potentially gone to another country. So the fact that they're recalling people and saying it's open for application again and you will have priority, that's
amazing,
probably
yes.
it's the best that they could do, really.
I mean, I don't want to, like, get into this, but we wrote an article on just Emirates cabin crew. Like, I just want to be an Emirates cabin crew. Like, they get housing.
Oh, it's such like, oh, they do, and they travel the world. Look, now, there's massive pros and cons, I think, to crew.
For sure. I think for every job, every industry, every field.
But I think with crew, they have the massive highs and then the lows, because not having a routine, not having to be in one place, therefore it's hard to, like, make real roots in Dubai, especially if you just moved here. So those are the lows, but then the highs are like Emirates flies to the most incredible destinations, and you're put up in these hotels, and you have a good amount of allowances and the discounts. Crew will tell you, I think, a lot of different stories. So some people have the most positive experiences. Some find it a little bit more difficult, but on the whole, I think what Emirates offer them in terms of a couple of years' experience to see the world, like, unparalleled.
Very true. And compared to other airlines, you would want to work in Emirates, if at all, as a cabin crew.
And the fact that they, like, when they're actually looking internationally for these jobs. So they, I think one of the beautiful things about Emirates is when you're on board, they're like, we have X number of crew, and they speak like 15 million languages. But they do, because they really apply. They looked in every country, and they have application processes. So they want to have a very international crew, which is very admirable, I think.
Yeah, I totally see you as a cabin crew member. Like, so much. Like, you totally fit the bill for a cabin crew.
I thought I was a teacher. I fit the bill for a teacher.
I mean, if you didn't tell me you were a teacher, I would have never seen you in the teacher role, but I see you as cabin crew.
Interesting.
Like, smiling and going like, oh, you want a vomit bag? Take a vomit bag. You want me to clean your vomit bag? Okay.
Why was a vomit bag first thing in your head?
No, I'm just thinking of the worst scenario that a cabin crew could be in, and that's just like collecting a vomit bag. Because people do get sick on flights pretty often, right? You would think. I mean, kids.
Well, actually, when you say kids, one of the beautiful things you see is how well some of the crew are with kids. Like, it's not really part of the job role, but then they're always so helpful when babies are crying. Someone saying, Zimarati is saying the discounts everywhere are awesome. Fact. I love it when you go somewhere and they're like, "Are you crew or teacher? Because we have discounts for those." I'm like, I was a teacher a few years ago. But yeah.
In my head, I'm a cabin crew member. Does that count?